I hope everyone's had a good week. Before we get started, this one is very, very non-linear. So, I did a little bit of research, and in order to get the full story, what we're gonna have to do is just keep clicking on anything that pops up with the new flag, and every now and then we'll progress the story with the exclamation marks. All right, guys, here we go. All right, so looks like we have something new to go check out over at the school. Yes, we're going to go to school again. Oh my, there's two new ones. Where should we go? The third year classroom or the student council room? Any suggestions? Third year classroom, student council room. All right, well, let's try the third year classroom. Good morning, Miss Fujimura.
Ohayo! Minna genki shiteru?
A casual greeting, unseemly for a teacher in the morning. Well, it's Fujine. It would be weird if she talked formally or something. Which isn't a problem, but slouching like that is a bit.
Nani? Nanika komatteru no, Shiro?
Fujine found me tilting my head. We're a teacher and student here, but homeroom hasn't even started. Well, I thought it wasn't like the usual Fujine.
私が教師らしくないと言いたいわけね、エミヤ君は。
Not any normal teacher, no. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, there's nothing really wrong right now. We always see each other, so we know too much about each other's problems. I guess you could say it'd be an ideal relationship for an instructor and pupil. Really though, you'd call us more like siblings.
むむっ、シロももっと真剣にならないとダメじゃない。
Huh? Something happened?
だって卒業までもう遠くないのにまだシロったらフラフラしてるじゃない。ダメよ、ダメだよ。先生としては心配で心配で。
Sounds like she's lamenting her lot in life, but there's no actual bitterness. I guess that sense of casualness is why our students seem comfortable approaching her with their problems.
シロももっと担任の先生を信用して相談しなさい。
Why should we trust Fujine more? I mean, 6 months ago she pelted us in the face with his metal poster. About tonight's dinner.
お肉がいいな。こうね、ガッツにはね、やっぱりタンパク質と脂質よね。
This is what she's talking about first thing in the morning. And like a shadow, another makes its way past us. Good morning, Mr. Kazuki.
おはようございます。
おはよう。
The strict ethics teacher, Mr. Kazuki, is here. Just as it's been said that Mr. Kazuki is looked up to more by the upperclassmen, I'm also starting to understand his charm as a third year.
藤村先生、今月の予定に関してですが。
文化祭の準備と中間試験ですね。あと定例の教職会議がいつになってました？
今日の夕刻です。3年の進路指導のこともあります。
わかりました。進路は大変ですね。でも福月先生は教え子さんたちに慕われてますから。
A serious work conversation is happening here. I can't help but rub my eyes to make sure I'm not dreaming.
いいえ。藤村先生ほど辛抱を集められた。
Nobody could be as popular as Fujine.
そんなことないですよ。ほら、
I don't think any teacher could be as popular as her. Don't drag me into the conversation, Fujine. But she can't fool around like her usual self in front of Mr. Kazuki. I think that Mr. Kazuki is a reliable teacher.
そうか。信頼に応えられるよう努力しよう。では。
Mr. Kazuki heads off to his classroom. Once his lean figure disappeared down the hallway, the tension leaves my body and Fujine slaps my shoulder.
いやね、もう素人ったらいい子ぶって。
You also put on an act all of a sudden, so you can't do it if you try. So you can do it if you try.
何よその言い方。まるで私がダメな子みたいじゃない。
Yes, that's exactly what you are. Should disturb her Fujine. She really is emphasizing the girl part. Without a doubt, aren't I also a bad kid since I was raised by such a bad kid? Seems like we used up the time before homeroom period.
あ、時間だ。シロはダメな子じゃないわよ。さあ、教室に行きましょ
う。Wow, you're actually gonna be on time today?
そりゃ!
Oh dear. She lets out a weird yell and starts running. Hey! That serious teacher from moments ago seems like a lie.
ほらほら、間に合わないと遅刻だぞ、エミヤくん。
Oh, more than a bad kid, she's a riddle wrapped in an enigma. Do we go talk to Ize or Sakura? Let's go talk to Ize. Uh-oh, he didn't look happy.
昼にしようぜ。
I don't know if something strange happened to him, but Shinji invited me to... Oh god, here we go. Damn Shinji. It's sudden, but it happens a few times a year, so it's not that surprising. Sure, but I have lunch. What about you? Are you going to go buy something?
購買か。いや、安っぽい惣菜パンって気分じゃないね。学食か。いっそ外まで食べに行かない？
By out, he must mean the Miyama shopping district. It sounds reckless, but we should be able to make it back by 5th period if we hurry. Why not? I made my lunch so I can give it to Goto as a token of my appreciation.
お、珍しく話が早いじゃんか。よし、その素直さに免じて今日はとっておきの店を紹介してやるよ。バイト先の近くに美味しいパスタ屋を見つけてさ。
I was wondering when we were gonna run into Shinji. Huh? Wait, we won't make it back to class on time if we go all the way to Shinto. Let's go to the shopping district in Miyama.
そんなのサボっちゃえばいいじゃん。単位 足りてるだろ。
He pesters me like there's no time to waste. I have my reservations, but there's something irresistible about the phrase, good pasta. Shinji, who is fussy about food, is going out of his way to bring this up. I might be able to discover a...
たわけ自分だけでは飽き足らず
I'm not
学友まで
acquainted,
堕
you
落させよう
prick!
とは
God damn it,
果てた
Ize!
ぞ待とう
Ize must have been eavesdropping on us as he swooped in on our conversation like an embodiment of justice.
なんだよリュウド。僕たちがどこで昼食を取るかなんてお前に関係ないだろ。
You were not skipping the second half of the
部外
day.
者は
関係はある学友が悪友にいいようにたぶらかされそこを乱そうとしているのだ注意をするのは当然だろう大体だなエミヤと約
I
束
mean,
を
I'm
したの
sure
はこ
Shinji
ちら
has
の先
some
なのだ
ulterior motive.
そうだろエミヤ
He never does anything out of the goodness of his heart, because I don't think he has one. Huh? Sorry, I don't recall. Though, if Ize says so, it must be true. Lately, I can't remember things clearly. We must have made plans at the student council room in the morning. But I really don't remember anything.
空見たことかまったくどうせ断られるだろうと黙って聞いていれば強引なこと甚だしい
I mean, I remember talking to Ize in the student council room in the morning, like... interesting ending or two ago, but...
さあ行くぞエミヤ今日はとっておきの茶葉を出そう信徒の炒めし屋など比較にならん
Oh? He pulls my arm and starts to drag me to the student council room.
はあ何言ってんだかね。
Uh-oh.
どうせ暇なら生徒会室に来いっていつものやつだろ。そんなの約束でもなんでもないよ。いやむしろ命令
I
に
mean,
近いんじゃ
at the
ない。
moment it sounds more
予
like
定
a
がない時は
decree,
生
just
徒会室
dragging
で
my
昼
ass
食を取
away.
ることなんて学則いつ作ったのさ生徒会長様は。
well.
そんな学則など誰が作るか生徒会室での昼食は合意の上だエミヤからも言ってやれ今朝もきちんと約束をしたと
Huh? Did we?
知ったホームルームの終わりに目があったじゃないか
Wait,
その後に俺が咳払いをすれば生徒会室
I don't remember this conversation.
教室
Of course it...
という
Wait,
決まり
wait.
だ
Our eyes met and that meant we agreed to it, did it? Oh dear. He shakes his head. Sorry, I didn't realize we had such a rule for 3 years. I thought I had coughs unnaturally, but I see, so that's how he decided our meeting spot.
あのさ
That is a messed up way to decide anything, actually.
前からちょっと思ってたけど竜道って紙一重。
失礼だたやすく突破しているお前に言われたくはないと
Sparks fly from both sides. It's not showy, but it's still a tense battle. I even want to open my lunch and enjoy the show, but then I would be the only one that would get full. Hello, both of you. Lunch break isn't that long, so settle it later. Why don't we just go to the cafeteria with the 3 of us? Shinji will give up going out to eat, and Ize will give up eating in the student council room. That will balance things out, right?
お断りだね。外に食べに行くったら食べに行くんだよ。ほらおごってやるから行こうぜエミヤ。終わったらそのまま街に繰り出そう。今日さちょうど西高の女の子と合コン
Yes,
の予定
Shinji
が。
lacks the ability to compromise.
わからんやつだなマトエミヤを悪の道に巻き込むなと言っているんだ
Mind
そんな
you,
に洋食が
in
好
his
きな
own
ら
way, Issei lacks the
西欧にでも
ability to
永住してしまえ。
compromise too.
あとエミヤを合コンに誘うな。
Oh boy. It seems like my compromise won't work either. It seems like neither of them will budge even a micron to eat lunch with the other. Whatever do you want, I'm going... Whatever, do what you want. I'm going to eat at the cafeteria.
待てエミヤ。それではあまりにも情がない。ここはきっぱりと決断を下すのが友人としての責務ではないか。どちらかを切り捨てるのは主義に反するだろうが、今は鉄の誠意を見せるべきだ。
同感だね。竜道と意見が合うなんて吐きそうだけど、全く同感だね。ほら、さっさと教えてやれよエミヤ。一人で寂しく昼食をとるのはどっちかって
I'm
こと
not
を
doing...
さ。
Oh god. Oh. Then, Ise? Ah, Shiji.
なんでシントのパスタ屋だよ。その後に合コンだよ。僕から見てもイケてる女の子たちと夢の3時間だよ。こっちのが楽しいに決まってんじゃん。うわ、エミヤマジわかんねえ。
Yeah, I'm interested in the pasta place, and I'm not good with mixers, but I actually kind of like them. But the biggest problem is... Can we please say the biggest problem is Shinji? I point at the class schedule. Yes, 5th period is our Fujine's class.
そうだな。少々残念ではあるが、実に学生らしい理由だ。エミヤはそうでなくてはならぬ。勝つ。
That's why, so you should give up on it too, Shinji. Let's eat lunch together in the student council room. I'll share my lunch with you if you don't want deli bread.
その必要はあるまい。あれほどの単価を切ったのだ。よもや校内で食事をとろうとは思うまいよ。なあ、そうだろう、マット。
その通りだよ、竜道。頼まれたって生徒会室になんか行くもんか。
Oh, stubborn as hell,
お
Shinji.
前たちはいつも通り低俗で平凡な昼休みを過ごせばいい。けど勘違いするなよ。本当の勝者は誰なのかすぐに思い知らせてやる。
Oh, go whine some more. Shinji laughs as he's crying and leaves. Oh man. I can't really tell myself, but I wonder if there was something wrong with my actions and words. Hey, Ise, was that my fault?
そうだな。
I don't think you were supposed to say yes, Ise.
マト
Prick.
に同情はしないが、もう少し言葉を選んでくれ、エミヤ。
She's being
俺がマ
mean,
トだった
man.
ら間違いなく自決している。
Huh? I don't get Ise either. While he's saying he won't sympathize with Shinji, he has his hands together giving a silent prayer at Shinji's desk. Lunch break ends and the bell rings. We finished eating our lunch in at the student council room, and Ise and I get ready for the bell that signals class to start in 5 minutes. Shinji is nowhere to be seen, so it seems like he hasn't returned since then.
喉元過ぎればなんとや。
All's well that ends well, Shinji never came back.
こうなるとマトに悪いことをしたな。特に今日のマグロカツは素晴らしかった。一切れぐらいはやつに味合わせてやっても。
Ide is not the only one who realized the abnormality. Everyone in the classroom is frowning and looking heavily at the hallway, wondering what's going on. Oh. A circus-like clamor approaches. The ones moving through the hallway are Shinji and a bunch of first-year girls who seem to be surrounding him. All of them are holding their lunch and feeding Shinji while walking. Oh my god, Shinji, you aren't.
なんと
Yep, that is a Shinji thing to do. Ise stands motionless, stunned. Shinji stops ostentatiously for a
お
moment.
やそこにいるのは男だけで昼食をとる寂しい二人組じゃないか。どうかな、今日の昼食もどうしようもなく惨めだったかな。女の子の歓声はなかったかな。キャー、シンジ様素敵、あーんとかしてもらえなかったかな。
Ise's shoulders are shaking violently. Shinji's good mood is at its peak right now.
僕は最高さ。もう言語に絶するほど楽しかったね。残念だな。君たちにもこの楽しさを分けてあげたかったよ。
Quite honestly, I don't want to know what you were doing if you had that much fun.
おのれ本当に分かりやすいやつだな貴様は。
He is a bastard.
うわ、逃げようみんな。あそこにいるのはジジブサイ生徒会長だ。捕まったらセンスゼロのドレスコードを強制されるからね。
The Shinji daytime circus runs away down the hallway cheerfully. The way they run off almost seems rehearsed.
逃がすか待とう。エビア、藤村先生にはホムラハラの三大仏敵を始末してくると告げておいてくれ。
Ise jumps out into the hallway with incredible speed. Even then, he doesn't run in the hallway as expected of the student council president. That's a walk that surpasses running. Yeah, they both lose. The 5th period bell rings. There's 4 more months until graduation from today. Ise Ryodu missed class for the first time. Oh wow. Ise missing class. Now that is a milestone. I guess we're going to work. After an eventful day, it was time to go home. I thought we were going to work. Hello? I guess we will go and investigate the town. I guess by myself, oh boy. Hello? For crying out loud, here we go. That's not what I meant to click on. I crossed the bridge into Shinto. The walk on the bridge is completely empty at this hour. There aren't any cars on the street tonight. I can clearly hear the wind blowing from the sea. It's like a total redo of everything from half a year ago. Back then, Saber, Tosaka, and I headed into Shinto together like this, too. We didn't say anything to each other. I was anxious about where I was being taken, but I was also eager to embark on an adventure. But what about now? Anyone can see that something strange is happening in Fuyuki. As for what's strange specifically, maybe it's wrong of me, but I'm getting comfortable with this reenacted Holy Grail war. Hey, it's a good thing if nobody's picking fights for no good reason. There's no reason to fight. So, my life isn't in danger. While there might not be anyone to hate or any mastermind behind it all. It happened in an instant. No, I probably never understood what happened. Oh, for crying out loud, we just died again, I think. I lurch forward, bracing myself against the handrail. Blood spills out, taking my life with it. It's too late. This is a mortal wound that nearly killed me instantly. Subconsciously, my dying eye catches sight of him. I was an idiot to think I didn't need to fear death just because I didn't have a reason to fight. Scornful eyes watch me collapse to the ground. Oh. My killer shot me with an arrow without so much as a remark. It killed me before I had a chance to react. Then he loosed a second arrow. Damn it. We just got annihilated by Archer. Ah. Ay. I always wake up in pain. It's a journey where I fall from a lightless abyss into the sunlit surface. From dark to light, not unlike the loud trip from womb to birth. My battered body and writhing life are lit to flame, and my mind returns to the bright world of the living. I writhe in agony. The instant I revive, my blood flow, skeletal structure, nervous synapse, and organ operations, all of my vital functions, give birth to pain. I live in order to suffer. My burned out brain gropes around for its destroyed normality, and the pain restarts my functions. In other words, the pain in my body allows me to start thinking like a human. There are hundreds of me now, swarming on top of that pallet. No longer have I a clear sense of self. Countless indistinguishable mess are melting together. There's a consummate cost to being resurrected from nothing. That disorder, that feeling of nothingness fuses with the torment. I no longer have a self. I am alive again. Why is this happening to me? The answers to those questions are like distant event. I lack a sense of self-awareness. Neither happiness nor sadness exist in this moment, utterly futeless paradise. But there's just one thing that hurts. I scratch my cheek. In this complete deep pit, why am I still connected to something so beautiful? The first day begins anew. The woman leaves, and my beautiful master, Bizette, is asleep on the sofa. She looks dead. The cause is clear. The servant saber ran her through the heart in front of the church. She'll start breathing again soon, so there's no need to wake or bury her. I just need to protect this place as her servant.
でもな退屈だないたずらしちゃおうかな
I'm pretty frank with myself, where others ignore their intrusive thoughts. As a servant, I put top billing on my own desires. I can't ignore her. Normally, I'd assault and devour her without thinking, leaving the room a mess. Of course, I wouldn't do that to my master. It would be a real hassle if she woke up in the middle of it. I'm used to being hated and killed, but crying faces are a turnoff. Too bad. Gotta find a simpler way to kill the time. Click, 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 click. The slides of the panel with I slide the panel in time with the second hand on the clock. Immersed in the game, I increase the tempo. Oh. I hear her conquish breathing on the sofa. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Bizette lightly shakes her head and then glares at me like an enemy.
よ目が覚めたかマスター
Obviously, she's awake.
まさか今度も記憶が曖昧だなんて言い出すんじゃないだろうな
記憶は確かです。あなたが私のサーバントであることも、私がこの洋館を隠れ家にしているマスターであることも知っている。
Well, at least she knows more than she did the first time she woke
以
up,
前
right?
ここで目を覚ました時、私の記憶が不確かだったことも覚えています。
結構
Oh, so now we remember why her memory was unclear the first time.
じゃあ
Okay.
まあ早速外に出て聖杯戦争の続きといこう
待ちなさい。この洋館以前のことは曖昧ですが、その後のことは全て覚えている。私とあなたが敵マスターに敗れ、殺されたこともだ。
I don't think it was an enemy master. I think just Saba just up and annihilated you.
肝心なことは覚えてないくせにどうでもいいことは覚えてるんだなで、それがどうした？今生きてるんだからいいじゃねえか細かいことは気
Personally,
に
be
するな
sweating the details.
よくはない。こんな不条理、放っておいたままでいられるものですか？
Completely beyond the bounds of
答えな
logic.
さい、サーバント。私たちは倒された。
It's a valid
それがなぜ
question.
こうして生きているのです。
How are we still here after we
ど
were
うしてって
summarily defeated?
生き返ったからだろうま、厳密に言うと1日目の夜に戻ってるってことだけどな
Bizette doesn't look surprised. She must have been thinking furiously since she woke up. Her mental adaptability is anything but ordinary. The problem is that she's either unaware or ashamed of that talent. It isn't my place to say anything about it, though.
それが事実なら、私のサーバントは大したものだ。死者の蘇生には、時間旅行、平行世界の運営、無の否定、いずれかの魔法が絡む。あなたは、その奇跡を可能とする英霊だというのですか？
It's not your servant bringing you back, guys. Why is she looking at me like that? It's it's clearly a look of doubt, mockery even. Do I look like a guy who could make outrageous claims like that?
まあ その真似事をしてると思ってくれればいい。あんたは死んでも生き返れる。俺と契約している限り何度だってやり直せる。誰に敗れようがこうしてここから仕切り直しができるってわけだ。
Damn.
原理はわかりませんが
So long as they have a pact, she gets to
いえ
keep starting over if she
ループし
dies.
ているという
Okay.
ことね。どんな宝具かは見当がつかないけど、とにかくあなたは夜になれば蘇生、いえ死んだ場合生きていた頃のこの場所にスキップしてしまう。結果私たちはまだ生きているから死から蘇生する、運命に介入改ざんするタイプの宝具ですか。確かに英霊を名乗るにふさわしい力だわ。
I mean, it is a noble phantasm worthy of a heroic spirit. I
本人が
won't
どんな
deny
に弱く
that.
ても納得がいく。
But I think it's the Holy Grail doing it, not any particular servant, which means she didn't believe me before. I guess anyone would be fed up with me after getting slaughtered without anything to show for it.
そういうわけだ。だから安心してやられてくれ。ああ、けど殺されるのはなるだけ夜がいい。俺は夜でないと戦えないんだ。昼間はあんまり調子が出ないたちでさ。
ループの条件は夜中でなければならないということですね。確かにそれぐらいの弱点がなければ強力すぎる宝具だわ。
Right? Actually, she's wrong about a lot of that. Whatever, it still works out the same.
いいでしょう。行動を起こすのは夜中だけとします。日中はここで眠りますから、あなたも勝手な行動は控えるように。
Yeah, right. This guy control himself?
あいよ。けどあんたこそさ、昼間は決して外に出てくれるな。俺日中は本当に弱いんだ。
You're really weak at night
マ
too,
スターが守っ
Holmes.
てくれなきゃ簡単に殺されちまうからな。
Again, I'm not going to give away what the name of the servant she's talking to, but it doesn't matter daytime, nighttime. He's weak as hell anyway.
わかりました。何か著しく立場が逆な気がしますが、あなたの特性は把握しましたから。戦闘能力こそ皆無ですが、特殊能力は他に類を見ないものです。 戦
It's
闘は
of
私が行いますから、
negligible use in
あなたは
combat.
そ
He
の
really
得意な宝
is.
具で聖杯戦争をフォローしてくれればいい。
そりゃ助かるけど、極端すぎないか、マスタ
But that is never extreme,
ー。俺だって
alright?
少しは戦える。サーバントには勝てないと断言できるが、その気になれば足止めくらい。
あの結果でですか？戦闘面においてあなたには何も期待していません。あなたはそこにい
Oh
るだけでいい。
shit. I mean, you can't blame her for that attitude. You really can't.
楽でいいけど、それじゃあいつまで経っても勝てないぜ。マスターからサーバントを引き離すのも何度もうまくいくとは思えないし。
In the end, the Holy Grail War is about defeating other servants. Good luck killing a master while their servant is still kicking. But a servant isn't something a human can handle. That's why I'm offering to help, even if I'm not really feeling up to it. And yet...
いえ、マスターとサーバントを引き離す必要などありません。
Excuse me?
サーバントなら私が倒します。
Bizet declares with unshakable confidence. Well, damn. I like to think of myself as unflappable most of the time, but that sent a chill up my spine.
それより質問があります。殺されたのが夜なら何度でも蘇ると言いましたが、それ
Yeah,
は
what is the
何らかの
price
代
of
償が
this
必要なのですか？
everlasting temporal resurrection?
例えば私の魔術回路が失われていくとか、あなたの宝具には使用回数が決まっているとか。
いや、代償はないよ。あんたから取り立てるものは一切ない。我が属性は虚無。無がある限り何度でも蘇る。あんたは安心して納得いくまで続ければいい。
確認しました。あなたと契約している限り 私は負けないということですね。
Though you can't win either.
となると、残る問題は一つだけですが、いえ、ここまで好条件だというのに、そんな不満を口にするなど何を考えているのか私は。
なんだよいきなり。他に聞きたいことでもあんのか？
その、つまらないことを聞くのですが、
Silly question.
死亡した場合、こうして蘇生できるのは素晴らしい。反則と言っていい得点でしょう。
Well, I mean, it is a little bit broken.
ですが、その、蘇生する際のあの痛みは消せないものなのでしょうか。いくら死から逃れるためとはいえ、この先もあの痛みを通過するかと思うと、
Maybe?
何それ？蘇生するとき怖い思いでもしてんのあんた？
怖いわけではありません。不快で気味が悪い
I'm
だけ
afraid
で
it just sucks.
す。へえ、あれが地獄と呼ばれる地点なのかわからない。ただ、おぞましく汚らしかった。本来、死者に意識はない。通常の死者なら不快に思わないのでしょうが、意識のある者には、あれは最低。
ああ、そうなんだ。
Yep, you're right. That
俺は
is
特
about
別
how it
感じない
goes.
けど、
God, what is
気がつい
Irving?
たらここにいるって感じで。人間とサーバントの違いかね。けどまあ。
At least put up with this much. After all, she's basically a dead woman walking.
その、なんだ。あんたそりゃわがままってもんですよ。
Hey, Dawson! Been a while. How you been? I have actually watched some anime. I think I'm on episode what? I believe I just finished episode 20 of Black Lagoon. So yeah, I haven't kept up on Parasite the Maximum, unfortunately. I need to get back to that one. But yeah, I'm on like episode 21 of Black Lagoon now. All caught up with the latest animated episodes of One Piece. What else am I watching? I finished Onimusha. That's a good one. That's fun. It's only like 8 episodes or something. Really worth the watch though. I am really enjoying Black Lagoon. That nun. She's really starting to grow on me. She's almost my favorite character now. That blonde nun with that's running around with Revy being a total asshat shit disturber.
わかっています。言ってみただけです。蘇生の代償なんですから、あの程度の攻めく耐え抜いてみせましょう。
そうそう。この先何度もお世話になるだろうし、今のうちに受け属性作っとけよ。
Well, at least we know we're gonna die multiple times.
そう何度も殺されてたまるものですか。次に殺されるのはセイバーのサーバントだ。私がされたようにあの胸を貫いてみせます。
Revy's been my favorite character for quite some time in Black Lagoon, but I can't remember the blonde nun's name, but she's definitely closing in on the favorite character for Black Lagoon spot. She is so much fun anytime she's on screen.
ああ、それでこそ俺のマスターだ。
Is she the blonde-haired nun?
じゃあまあ、そのやる気が燃えてるうちに聖杯戦争を続けるとしようか。
I head for the exit. To be honest, I couldn't give a rat's ass about the Holy Grail War, but I don't like the idea of just sitting and talking and taking it either. I gotta find an enemy to kill as soon as I can. I'll kill whoever hurts me. I'll kill whoever didn't stop themselves from hurting me. Anyone I see'll die. I'll kill any humans that are alive. Okay, yeah, okay. Everybody keeps calling her Edda, so it's like, Edith? Who the fuck is Edith? But yes, okay, yes, Edda. She's a lot of fun when she's on screen. She really is. Crazy woman. Otherwise, I can't stay insane. Otherwise, I'll lose my mind. Oh, going sane would be a terrible thing. Who would want to be sane? Who wants to be normal? I swallow my heart that threatens to leap out of my mouth and turn back to Bizette, who's just standing there. Did she remember my bloodlust? She's making the same face she did when I attacked those bloody houses.
やはり私は半人前だ。一番大事な質問をどうして思い出さなかったのか。
It's obvious. You don't remember because you don't want to remember. Okay, so yeah, her full name is Edith Blackwater. Okay.
答えろ。お前は一体何のサーバントだ。
Are you gonna tell us his name? Hostility taints the question. Then I grin like a girl waiting for her lover and say,
アベンジャー。復讐のサーバントだよ。
Yes, Avenger, the servant of vengeance. With hatred and joy, I declare a class which doesn't exist. It's a high-speed combo. The right, straight, merciless crushed a monstrous skull with inhuman savagery, enough to make one pity the enemy. What do I think of those twins? They are, the twins, well, whilst they were still alive anyway. Oh wait, no, only one of them is dead now. Only one of them's dead so far, but they're crazy. Complete lunatics. My god, are they off the rails. 10 of their number have already died to vengeance, but more prey rise to meet her. Venomous cursed claws target her during a brief instant after she pulls her right fist back, hoping to wound her before she regains her balance. She evades them with a light shake of the head, simultaneously lashing out at a monster's temple with her right foot. Sharp and heavy. A head wet like a tomato goes flying. Wow, talk about descriptive. Holy crap. Without visually confirming the kill, Bizette whirls on another prey approaching from behind, intercepting with lethal timing. She's like a bladed comet. She cuts down attackers from every direction with ruthless four-handed dense marcabe. Marcabe dance. Wow. I'm doing all right in my corner, but for every one beast I kill, Bizette pulverizes 3. Right! Right as soon as the other one got off the boat and got shot in the head. I totally forgot about that, but yes. So yes, both twins are dead, but they were certifiable psychos. I'm just trying to figure out what the last, like, I think 9 episodes are gonna hold. How this whole, like, scenario is supposed to end. And don't spoil it for me, please. Her fists, feet, knees, and elbows appear to be inscribed with runes of hardening. But her basic fighting moves must be based on refined fighting techniques meant for humans to use. It's nothing like the way I give myself over to instinct and lash out at my enemies. Bizette's moves are the result of generations of blood and sweat. I wonder how much time and effort it took to hone them to this level. She's a young girl, I mean, a mature woman, so has she even had time to learn anything else? Probably not. The monsters are no match for this human weapon. I noticed they kept switching who was dressed as which. And then they'd actively change their voice to sound like the other one. That is some pretty impressive disguising of the voice, though, I have to say. They're just sheep to be hunted, prey trying to find safety in numbers. I guess they've got a rendezvous with fate. You ever wonder where the French put silent letters? Probably up there. Oh, Jesus.
Hmm. なるほど。これがあなたの言っていた得体の知れない連中ですか。
Bizette exhales loudly and puts away her gloves. I can't believe it. She's taken out nearly 20 of those things, and all she has to say is, "Ooh."
使い魔の類でしょうね。知性は乏しく、人間を殺すという単一性能しかありませんが、大量に刺激するには適している。
Yeah, I believe we are back in Japan. There's a war about to like full on break out between the Russians and somebody else, and they've enlisted the Yakuza to help them. To help the Russians against this other faction they're going to freaking war with.
私たちの知らないマスターではない8人目の魔術師がいるのは確かなようだ。あなたは何か心当たりがありますか？
俺？マスターの言うようなやつは知らない。ま、そのうち出会うんじゃないかな。
Poofing of a poke out. Somebody looked at us real quick in the corner of the screen and then ran off, I think. After all, we've got all the time in the world. It won't end no matter what we do, so we're bound to encounter them at some point. Only 7 episodes? I thought there was like 29 episodes. And I'm only on like episode 21. I have yet to watch episode 21. Sworn there was 29 episodes. I could be wrong. Could only be 27.
町の異常はこの怪物たちの主の仕業で、あなたの。
いいさ。冤罪は慣れっこだし。
Then I gotta find another awesome anime to go watch.
こいつらが先か、俺が先かの違いだよ。こいつらが町の人間たちを殺して回ってるもんで、俺の仕事が全くないだけだ。
I'm glad they saved me the work, but it's never a good feeling to have someone steal your job. It impinges on my raison d'etre. I can't bear the thought of being a deadbeat.
そんな仕事はやめなさい。あなたがどこの英霊かは知りませんが、私のサーバントである以上、一般人を巻き込むことは許しません。
だから、今日は誰も殺してないだろ。さっきの屋台の兄ちゃんなんて、よだれ垂らしながら見送ったんだぜ。おでんも肉も食いたかったな。けど言われたことは何とか守る優秀な俺。ほら、褒めて褒めて。
Okay, tell me you could be a good boy. Oh
そ
my
れが普
god.
通なのです。褒められることではありません。
Well, at least he's told us he's Avenger class. He still hasn't told us his name, but you know, we'll get there. Got me a hard to please owner. Makes me want to rebel at any moment. Only 5 episodes in the last season. I see.
それより、
Still, 8 episodes isn't too bad, but then I do need to find me another anime to watch.
あなたの宝具が何であるかは分かりましたが、まだ神名を聞いていない。今更ですが、あなたはどこの英雄なのです？
そんなもの
Are
は
we
初
gonna
め
get
に
his true
言ったん
name?
だがね。覚えていないあんたの落ち度だと思うんだが、そうか。まだ
I
記憶
told
と
you,
やらは
it's all
曖
my
昧な
fault
ま
you
ま
don't
なのか。
remember. What a guy. What a
それ
guy.
は、そうですね。こうなっては隠していても仕方がありません。アベンジャー、私はあなたと契約した時のことを思い出せない。時間を置けば回復すると踏んでいましたが、状況は私が思っていたより厳しいようだ。
It could be a while before all them memories
手っ取り早く
returns.
俺にもう一度説明しろと。そう言われても、俺が知ってることなんてたかが知れてるぜ。あんたは俺をサーバントとして召喚して契約した。気がつけば俺はあの洋館にいて、あんたに首はつけられてこき使われてたわけだ。そん時に神名は名乗ったが、まあ別にいいか。誰に聞かれてもどうってことない。
I believe she already did.
どうということはない。
俺、自分の名前はないんだ。
I don't have a
生
name
前
of
どんな
my
名前だったの
own.
かなんて知らねえのさ。
I do still have a lot of Parasite the Maximum to go through, because I think I'm only on episode God. I think I'm on like episode 12 or something of Parasite the Maximum.
そんなバカな。サーバントである以上、あなたは英霊だ。名称のない英雄など存
I
在
know
しない。
that one girl that could sense the parasite in the MC. She just got herself dead. I know that's. I believe that was the last episode I watched of Parasite the Maximum.
ああ、だから名称はある。俺には人間としての名前がないだけだ。周りが呼んでいた名称でいいなら教えられるけど、それでいい？
もちろんです。契約するとき、私はあなたの名前を聞いているはずだ。
I really I'm not so sure about some of the Black Lagoon like members. Some of them just seem like they'd just be willing to let the rest of the squad die if it came to it.
結果、あなたを信頼、
Like there's
Yeah.
like zero
聖杯戦争を勝ち抜くにふさわしい力を持
real
っていると判断
loyalty,
した。
if you know what I mean. Sure there's trust and whatnot, but I don't think there's any true loyalty between any of them.
その 私が認めた名称は何というのです？
It makes for a very interesting work dynamic. I will give it that.
アンリマユ。どこぞの古びた風習の名前だよ。
That's right. Bizet's servant is the angry mango. No point hiding it. It's nothing to be pretentious about, so I just tell her.
アンリマユ。
Yes, angry mango.
その名は。
That isn't a hero's name. It isn't worthy of a hero. It isn't even something you should call a person. Her face says it all, and more. I know how my noble master must feel right now. I totally failed to live up to my name. Angramanyu is the name of one of the greatest devils of ancient Persia. It was the biggest antagonist of the Zoroastrianism, an advocate of evil said to be fighting the light god and guardian of human benevolence for 9,000 years. Okay, so I was right. I was on episode 12. Just, you knew I was on episode 12 just by me saying that that girl got herself dead, huh? In short, a god of evil. On top of that, its domain encompasses half of the entire world. Just the fact that I was named thusly invites trouble. Honestly, I'd feel a lot less inadequate if it was something more modest, like the god of desks or jars. Zoroastrianism revolves around the conflict between the gods of good and evil. It's one of the world's first religions, which inspired the duality between angels and demons. Yes, and there's 12 episodes left. I'm exactly halfway. Of course, I've never seen any angels or known any demons. I was just one person in a village of people who got all hot and bothered about those teachings. They trusted me as a hero for just a bit of sin and salvation, and apparently enshrined me as a heroic spirit after I died.
勘違いするなよ。別に神様本人ってわけじゃない。たまたま持ってる属性がそいつに近かったから加盟として付けられただけだろう。英霊としての格は低いし、知っての通りあまり役に立たない三流だ。
それはとっくに承知しています。今さら弁解してもらうことでもありません。
Is it live action? I'll probably end up watching it anyway. You really are a tough audience, Master.
しかし、アンリマユ。いえ、私の呼び出したサーバントは確か。
He mumbles about how it feels like someone that was important to her. Bizette Fragan McRemitz questions herself.
親愛なる響きね。何？あんた、他に呼び出したい英霊がいたの？俺なんかじゃなく、もっと強くて、
I'll
立派な
probably
英
end
雄
up
に
watching
当て
it
があった
just
とか。
because it's... Does it continue the story from the end of the anime, or does it kind of... Or is it just the live action rendition of the anime?
いえ、そんなことはあまり。
I hear her whisper, well. Now that tells me everything I need to know. She's got someone else on her mind, which I knew, but who knew she'd be this picky about servants? She's, so she compromised to get me. And here I was pretty serious. Okay, so it continues the story from the end of the anime. Well, then I'll definitely end up watching it. Just to get the continuing of the story. Well, whatever.
面白いな、その顔。あんたでもそんな顔するんだ。拍子抜けではあるが、まあ予想通りでもある。
Yeah, she was trying to summon Ku.
で、
And
どん
it
な男
kind
が
of
好み
didn't
なん
work,
だ、あんた。
apparently.
な、
The
何を言い出しますか。
strong
男性
lancer
の好みなんて
type.
話していなかったでしょ。私はただあなたとかの英霊との違いを考えていただけです。
だから、
With long blue
それ
hair,
が男の話だっていう
usually
の。
tied back in a
使
ponytail.
い魔なんざ術者の好みが大
Packs
事
her
な
hound,
のか。
usually
女のマスタ
blue
ーが色
jumpsuit,
男を呼ぶのは
runs around with a red spear.
何？それとも女の英霊でも呼ぶ気だったのか？
What would I give Black Lagoon?
まさか趣味と実益を兼ねた男装だったとは。
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I mean, I only have like 7, 8 episodes to go. So I think I'm close enough to the end to give it a rating, and I think I'll give it an 8 out of 10, which is pretty high for me, actually. An anime has to be pretty damn good to rate past a fucking 6.
私はそのような市場は挟みません。あなたと契約したのはそれが正しいと私が判断したからです。そこに異性の感情など挟まない。ですが誤解を招く物言いだったことも認めましょう。私は確かにあなた以外の英霊に執着していた。
そう、それそれ。そこまで白状したなら聞かせろよ。減るもんじゃなし、隠し事は極力潰していこう。
I wasn't sure if I'd like it when I first started, but now that I'm just about done the series, yeah, it definitely grew on me.
で、マスター、あんたもともとどこの英霊を呼び出そうとして
I
たんだ？
already said which heroic spirit she was trying to summon. He runs around in a blue jumpsuit. He's got long blue hair tied back in a ponytail. He has a long red spear by the name of Gay Bulg, and his name is Ku Cullen. I mean, that wasn't who she was trying to summon at
と
all.
いうのは正しくはありません。私にはかの英霊を召喚できる保証はなかったし、私自身彼の存在を信じてはいなかったのですから。
Her voice grows timid, uncertain. She must be reliving an old memory. She shrinks back as if admonishing herself.
なるほど。信じていない英雄は呼び出せない。けど、あんたはその英雄に会いたかったわけか。
どうでしょう。恥ずかしい話ですが、自分でもわからない。子供の頃の話です。私はその何に対しても冷めた子供だった。周りの言う楽しみというものがうまく飲み込めず、よく両親を困惑させたものです。父は言いました。お前は作業のように一日を過ごすのだな、と。負い目があったのは両親だけだったのでしょうね。私はそういった父の罪悪感を感じ取れず、今と同じつまらない毎
What a
日を過
boring
ごした。
childhood.
思い出の大部分はそういった
I
淡
mean,
々とした日
other
々で
than,
す。
of course, the magical training, which would be less than boring.
けれど一つだけ夢中になったものがあった。本当にどうしてそれだけが特別だったのか今でもわからない。家の書斎でたまたま手にした私の国なら どこにでもある昔話を読んだ時、
I mean,
私は
True
とて
story
も悲
is
しかった。
actually kind of sad. I will give it that.
昔話ね。それが
It's hard to believe, but that's who she wanted to meet. I mean, sometimes I get the feeling that if shit went completely sideways, Revi'd just leave the other Dutch and the other guy to their fate. I really get that vibe from her. And yes, Rock is an unknown. He does show loyalty to Revi, on occasion. But that loyalty is definitely rarely reciprocated. A young girl dreamed and forgot it as she grew up, just one of life's many abandoned fantasies.
ええ、その童話にいる時だけ、私は同じ年頃の子たちと同じになれた。けど、その話の最後は華やかなものではなかった。決して
I don't know.
褒めたたえていい物語なんかじゃなかった。
I think two's worth praising. His end was kind of fucking metal.
そう。みんなは勇ましい話だと言うけれど、私には違った話にしか見えなかった。何もできない私だけど、もし許されるのなら、彼を救いたいと願ってもいいのでしょうか。
Revi just has anger problems. I mean, she does. She has serious anger issues. Generally, humans have urge to save things, and most of them like that idea. Even I harbor similar feelings. No matter what form desire takes, you can't blame her for at least feeling that way. However, am I really allowed to wish for that? The answer might be clear to the rest of us, but it wasn't for that little girl. Bizette wished for something that anyone could do, but she wanted to save a hero from a fairy tale, the only person she ever acknowledged. No, whatever from me this time. Bastard, I'll kill you if I ever see you.
欲がないな。それがあんたの望みってわけ？聖杯も随分安く使われるもんだ。
I snicker. It's pretty funny, actually, like pitting two fairy tales against each other.
だからそれは子供の頃の話です。今のは英霊を召喚するとしたら誰を選ぶかという話でしょう。もしかの英雄を呼び出せる触媒があったのなら、私には召喚する動機があったという話です。
でも結局呼び出したのは俺みたいな
Yeah,
半
he
端
did
者
get
だ
a
ったわけ
punk
だ。
like it,
マス
like
ターも男運ねえ
anger
な。
on you. Yes, she has come very close to killing Rock. Very close. Holy crap, did she come close to killing him? She thought about it, then thought about not doing it, and then thought about killing him a good dozen more times. Seriously, she's one unlucky lady.
アベンジャー、今の私の望みは聖杯を確保し、魔術協会に持ち帰ることです。私、
知ってるよ。あんたそこまで器用な人間じゃないからな。
You can't wish for what doesn't exist anyway. 0 times anything is still 0.
次はあなたの番よ、アベンジャー。私が答えたのだから教えなさい。
Damn, she turned the tables on me. The truth is, I don't have a wish for the Holy Grail, just like my master. I think it's a little tragic that there's only one thing I'm obsessed with right now.
俺の望み？強いて言うと、絵を完成させたいって
Yeah,
ところ
the little slidey picture. It's about all he cares about right now. Which is kind of funny. Her face says she has no idea what I'm talking about. After this, we go back to the hideout and she finds the unfinished sliding puzzle I'm working on. She'll get pissed off and tell me to answer the question.
待って。今強い魔力を感じなかった。
悪い。魔力感知なんざ持ってな
I
い。
think that was Archer
手の
killing
発信
my
音が
ass,
見
to be
たぜ。
honest.
あのビルの屋上で何か光った。
Because Archer was standing on top of a tower when he shot my ass with the bow. You think it's because he knew he was not being nice to her when they were in the sub? I mean, I think they were both right on that sub, to be honest. I think they're both right in their own way. Which I guess is exactly why they butted heads so badly. Bizette reacts quickly. She shoulders the pack that was resting at her feet, tells me to keep up, and starts running for the center building. I follow her dutifully. Still, I'm a little curious. I want to know what that tube on her back is. It's got to have some kind of weapon, but she tossed it on the ground and didn't use it during the fight earlier. You can't blame me for being curious after seeing her pick it back up.
ねえ、それ何？
Bizette searches for a back entrance to the building. She looks very tense.
ねえねえ、それ何なんだよ。
I pester her tenaciously. Maybe it worked because she stopped and showed me the tube. I examine it for about 1 minute. After waiting for me to take a good look, she says,
どう？わかった？
ああ、わかった。多分 T セットが入ってる。
There's a D set in the tube, right. Oh, she mad. Bizette's brow furrows, and she reluctantly removes the lid from the cylinder. Balls roll out of it. They're about as big and heavy as a shot put ball. The tube looks like it could fit up to 5, but there's only 3 inside. I mean, I can't really argue with her bashing of Nazis. I really can't. With a fair statement. Bizette Fraggin McRemitz is someone to be feared if she's carrying these things around. By the way,
何これ？
the mystery only deepens.
あなたには説明しません。少なくとも T セットでないことは確認していただきた
I'm
か
not
った。
telling you what it is, but it's not a D set. Right. She puts the balls back into the tube and shoulders it again. Probably doesn't want to put all her cards on the table with someone she doesn't trust. That's fine.
力持ちだな。何？胸が重い分肩に負担かかって筋肉あるとか？使いもしねえくせに無駄にでかいもんな、あんたの。
She's gonna get kicked in the face. I state the objective facts with my well-honed eye for beauty. Bizette skids to a halt and slowly turns around like a rusty mechanical doll.
微笑ましい。あなたの遮奪さは時に殺意を覚えるほど的確で勇敢だ。
I like the edge in her voice. This is how a master and servant should be. Her tension practically spells out how she's going to murder me if we survive the night. Yeah, Dutch was very, very unhappy about that. Of course, most people would be unhappy about being, betrayed like that. But hey, you had to know it was coming. I mean, that whole scenario just yelled, scam. There's nobody on the rooftop. We take in the howling wind.
遅かったか。確かに何者かがいた痕跡はありますが、ここから足取りを探るのは不可能だ。
Bizette walks to the edge and looks down, looking for clues. As for me, I rub out the blood stains on the ground with my feet. This is the highest vantage point in Shinto. The moon seems closer here, and so much so that it feels like you could reach it with a ladder or set of stairs. The city is mostly empty by now, but still lit up. I gaze out at the dazzling indicator of prosperity. This won't be boring. No. It's nothing special, but I have nothing bad to say about this vista.
アベンジャー。
Her voice cuts through the night. Bizette walks up next to me.
なんだよ。何かいいものでも見つけたのか？
先ほどの怪物を何体か確認しました。この場所からなら、神都にいる使い魔は肉眼で発見できそうです。
She gives me a meaningful glance. Apparently, she was watching the monsters roaming the city, not taking in the sights.
それが何？ここで一晩中観察して使い魔の主人を探してみるとか？
現実的ではありませんね。あれは使い捨てのようだ。主人の元には戻りませんから、ここで監視したところで本拠地は割り出せない。
だろうな。無駄なことはしないに限る。マスターが懸命で助かった。けど、
アベンジャー、私はあの怪物たちを一掃したい。
Of course she does.
そのために、あなたの力を貸しなさい。
I'm enjoying Parasite the maximum. There it is. Good God, this is the problem with overachievers. Makes me want to tear her limb from limb. Like I said, I'm only halfway through, so my opinion of it isn't totally formed yet, but yeah, it's pretty good. Definitely a little on the creepy side.
一般人を巻き込む
I'm
な。
okay with that. It's kind of nice every now and then.
俺向きだけどな。いいのかよマスター。あんた聖杯戦争に勝つことが目的なんだろ？連中の主人が邪魔だってんならわかる。けど奴らが人間を殺して回ってるから一掃するなんてのは矛盾している。 悪い子でいようと決めたのにいい子でもいたいなんて、そりゃ都合が良すぎるだろ。
This time, I don't bother hiding my bloodlust, making it clear that this could turn into a bloodbath. I move my hand behind me and summon my favorite dagger. My prediction that we'd end up trying to kill each other at least once looks about to come true. Someone call me a prophet. I won't be the one to start it, but I'll answer if she comes at me. That's my style. Very regrettable, but it had to happen at a... Huh?
あなたの言う通りだ。確かに人助けが目的ではありません。
He shows a moment's hesitation. Yeah, he did still end up taking the payment in the end for doing the job. But yeah, you're right. He did. That was just. He's never gonna work for that particular guy again because he discovered that he was SS.
ですが、間違っていることは正したい。
Which is fair. Who'd want to work for a bastard like that anyway?
知った以上、私には見て見ぬふりはできません。
She sounds like she's trying to convince herself.
それはどんな理由で？連中が人を殺すのがいけないってこと？それを見逃す自分がいけないってこと？それとも聖杯戦争より人助けの方が大切だってこと？
Ooh. Care more about the saving people than the Holy Grail. You're starting to make Bizette mad there, Manu. Yes, and sent them the guys that tested him. Because that was definitely the thing to do. He freaking backstabbed and sent guys to test you because he's a racist prick. The only real answer to that is to send his assholes back to him in a matchbox. That's why Bizette bound all these contradictory desires. If she believed she was right, she wouldn't be struggling this much. She's desperately trying to repress the side of her that's a mage.
正しいと思える行動に理由はありません。いえ、理由があってはいけないと思う。それを正しいと感じたのなら。
I mean, technically, we're supposed to keep the civilians out of the Holy Grail War anyway, so... She probably wants to say that there isn't a contradiction between the benefit and her motives.
うわ、独善だね。やばいぜ、その考え。
ええ、あなたに言われなくとも承知している。
She's clapping back. That's probably the idea of righteousness she wants to believe in. On the other hand, as she is right now, Bizette Fraga McRemitz is a slave to the association's motives. I wonder how long she can keep playing both sides.
まあ、ご立派な思想はいいけどさ。何もそこまで正義に付き合ってやることはないだろう。ありゃ元から形のないものだ。どんなに求愛しても向こうから帰ってくるものはないよ。それよりさ、もっといい目を見せてくれる勢力と付き合った方が良くないか？
ですから、私も魔術協会に所属している。私だって見返りは欲しい。それとは別に、できる限り正しくありたいと思うだけです。
Wonder why she feels that way. It implies there are times when she thinks she's in the wrong. She's trying to clean the dirty parts of herself by making better choices. Man.
生真面目なあんたらしい。要するに徳の高い人間になりたいんだ。
What an awkward, pathetic life she must live.
そうなのかもしれませんね。
I have a feeling we'll see that guy again before the end of the... before... Wait. Which guy are we talking about? I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that SS asshole again before the end of the series. But...
けれど私にはかなわない願いだ。私は壊すことでしか感謝されない人間です。人徳とは他人に親しまれる、他人に与えることができる人間が持ち得るもの。
That's why I started answering the way I did. That I was like, wait, are we still talking about the SS guy, or are we talking about somebody else now? But yeah, I have a feeling we'll see that prick again before the end of the series. Though I have a feeling if he does pop back up before the end of the series, he's gonna eat at least one bullet. That is my prediction. If he does come back before the end of the series, he's gonna eat a bullet, and that'll be the end of that asshole. Oops.
決して私に与えられるものではありません。
Virtue is about contributing to society and helping other people. She says that she can only destroy. She's convinced that someone who can't mend or create can never truly earn the trust of others.
それは誤認だと思うけどね。
いいえ、私には私財を投げ打って貧窮の民を救うことも、新しい組織を作ることもできない。あくまで歯車の一つで、いつまでもちっぽけな一個人から抜け出せない。
Wow, that sounds like admitting that she's okay with mediocrity. Wow.
そんな人間に高い徳なんて得られるはずがないでしょう。
まさか。
Hell, I'm actually getting mad now. I'm taking his way too
そ
seriously.
れだけは完璧に間違いだ。金で徳は買えん。徳ってのは魂の質だ。それは得るものじゃない。苦しみながら自分の中で培うものだろう。
That's true of every human, no matter how insignificant, powerless, or worthless one is. It's a function everyone possesses, equality at birth, radiance that grows according to one's will and to move forward. It doesn't distinguish between good or evil. It's like a greater understanding you can only gain on your own, available to only those who aim for ever greater heights as living creatures.
徳は自らの価値は外的評価によるものではないというのですか。
いや、価値って話なら外的評価が全てだよ。そのための徳、そのための自己錬磨だ。せいぜい高値ふっかけて自分を自分以上に買ってくれるやつとくっつくためのパラメーターだよ。
Ramon is not entirely wrong in his assessment. Elevating your inner world influences your presence in the outer world. Lonely show-offs are obsessed with being seen as good people. What a wretched, shameful way to live. How self-serving it must be to try to be a good person so that other people won't hate you. But...
それでいいじゃねえか。誰かに認められたいって気持ちはな、怒っていいことなんだよ。その気持ちがあるやつは同じようにきっと誰かを認めてやれる。 あんたの方針が結局は自分のためだって言うんなら間違ってなんかいねえってこと？
That's where the beauty of love is, the desire to enjoy life together. She hasn't reached that understanding yet, and it's doubtful she ever will. She just doesn't have the knack for it. But she's dabbled in everything, making her a jack of all trades. She's reactionary and shameless, trying to better herself by single-mindedly taking the long way round. She's got herself an inkling that she's in the wrong, but curses herself as nothing special, stuck in a purgatory and clawing her way to something brighter. So this is the kind of person I'm helping.
そのあなたらしからぬ考説でしたが、結論として今後の方針に文句はないという解釈でいいのですか？
ああ、いいんじゃない？正義の味方ってのも気持ちよさそうだし、たまには理不尽な死から人々を
I
守る
mean,
のも悪くない。
I guess it could be satisfying. That justice stuff is just gross and sounds like something out of a comic book or whatever. But it can sound kinda neat, I guess.
意外ですね。正義なんて言葉、あなたが最も嫌うものだと感じていましたが。
嫌いだよ。けど、そういう
You
方向
despise
性
the
は好きだ。
concept, but I like where it leads. Bizette is making this suit look good. I will admit. She rocks this suit as well as Saber does. At least I think she rocks the suit as well as Saber. First off, it doesn't change what we have to do. We're going to patrol the city at night, kill the other masters, and kill the monsters. The only difference is that they now have the same priority, and I'm still more than capable of either. Fuyuki is still full of life. The cup won't run dry until Master is sated. While we'll never see victory, we also won't know death and will overcome failure. She makes you love girls in suits?
あんたの気が済むまでやろうぜ、マスター。何事も経験だ。
I mean, she does make it
飽
look
きるまで
good.
楽しめばいい。
I wish I could make a suit look as good as Bizette does. The wind whistles a higher note. Of course, from up here, so close to the heavens, the city lights may as well be a pipe dream. The Holy Grail War will continue as long as it takes. My murderous pleasure will too. Most likely we'll lose to another master tomorrow and revive again. I'll stick with her a while longer until Bizette changes her mind. The sky here is distant, deep, and hollow. Ultimately, there are only illusions to be gained.
あんたの気が済むまでやろうぜ、マスター。何事も経験だ。飽きるまで楽しめばいい。
It makes you love, period, huh? My servant breaks eye contact with me. I wonder what changed his mind. With that last casual remark, he goes quiet and looks out at the night landscape. The Servant Avenger. I've heard that on one occasion classes other than the original 7 appeared during the Holy Grail War. Avenger must be one of them. A heroic spirit of vengeance sounds contradictory, but more than that, his name, Angramanyu, is an enigma. There are many cases of heroes later being assigned names that they weren't born with. The childhood hero I described is one of them. But still, Angramanyu is just too sinister. One day, I'll need to get him to tell me his birth name, not this wicked title. Dark shadows roam here and there in the city below. Even with Kanaz, the rune of far sight, I can only see as far as the urban Shinto area's borders. The Mion River divides Fuyuki in two. I can't find out what's happening across the bridge in Miyama unless I go there myself. Your favorite girl in Fate is Ilya? And she's your best waifu. Fair enough. I like lots of Fate characters. I really like Semiramis. I actually enjoy a lot. I really like all the Fate servants from Apocrypha. All of them are freaking epic. I wonder what magecraft was used to create such familiars. I never seen their type at the association. Cryptically, they don't seem to be controlled. They lack intellect, but the way they appear and reappear feels deliberate. Rin's your favorite waifu in this one? Well, I mean, Rin's most people's favorite waifu in the Fate novels. Rin has that quality about her that just everybody likes. Oh wait, that's her thighs. I'm sorry. A human without any combat experience would die instantly against one. Someone with at least a decade's training in martial arts or sports might be able to resist for a few seconds or even escape given favorable conditions. But they're also numerous. And their physical appearance invokes primal revulsion with wicked claws and a hide as tough as tree bark. Ilya's not waifu, she's just your favorite girl? Okay. I mean, Ilya's perfectly okay to be waifu. She is canonically 18. If multiple of them attacked a person, it would be impossible to survive without firearms. And yet... those howls are sickening. They're unbearable and grating, nothing like the roar of a majestic beast. If insect pets had vocal cords, I bet they would sound like that. He, Avenger, does not seem to like the sound. In our earlier battle, I saw him exchange blows with a monster in a business-like manner. Rin Tosaka is your favorite waifu of all of Fate. Like I said, she's most people's favorite waifu in all of Fate. Has something to do with them thighs, methinks. Of course, there isn't much to say about his skill. His claim to be the weakest servant is correct. It's correct, but should a heroic spirit really struggle against that level of fodder? I hope he isn't scamming me.
詐欺じゃないだろう。初めっから最弱だって断ってんだから。
待って、
He is laughably weak.
私の考えが読めるの？
Jeanne d'Arc is your second favorite waifu of all Fate? Yeah. Jeanne d'Arc is awesome. Jolter's better, though. I like Jolter far more than I like Jeanne.
読めねえよ。そんな風な面してたから言っただけだ。ま、読めたらさぞ面白いだろうよ。あんたは中身と外見がちぐはぐだからな。
My servant laughs shamelessly. He's so boorish and not suited to me at all. Plus, he's weak. And all talk. I'll have to do all the heavy lifting in our rematch with Saber. You like holy nuns? Fair enough. I still like Jolter better, but Jeanne is pretty awesome. And she is the only reason that Fujimaru survived the Grand Temple of Time. She's literally the only reason. Had she not been there, oh yeah, Ritsuka totally would have died in the Grand Temple of Time. The servant in singularly talented at not dying. He'll revive on death so he can't permanently be killed, but his mental fortitude makes him good in a defensive fight. You're a big fan of Rin and a big fan of thighs. Well, then you're doubly happy with Rin because she's got both. She's got wonderful thighs and, well, she's Rin. And one of her most adorable moments is when she's trying to figure out the damn DVD player. I was eliminating the enemies enveloping me at a rate of 1 per second. He, on the other hand, held out against the enemies around him until I could come over to back him up. His fighting style is about neither winning nor losing. I hate to admit it, but our tactics are exceedingly compatible. Rin does have an awesome personality. I have to agree. The wind picks up again. And it's how much she tries to hide how nice she actually is. It's hilarious when she's pretending to be a total arse monkey. Because you can tell that it really bothers her to pretend to be a bitch, but she has to. I see my servant's hair wafting in the corner of my eye. I'm sure she would. I mean, for a guy anyway, that wouldn't work too well for other women, but you know. The primitive shaman accepts the wind wafting from the wasteland. I see a vision of him taking in nature for what it is, simply choosing to live and die with it.
アベンジャー、今の。
そろそろ行こうぜ。連中がたむろしている場所は把握しただろ。あんなんでも生き物だからな。ばらせば気晴らしにはなってくれる。
I must have imagined it. Avenger was looking for a gathering of the monsters.
そうか。難しく考えることはなかったんだ。あんたも人が悪いぜ、マスター。結局さ、 目につく敵は全て殺せってこと
Yes,
じゃ
in the
ね
end, we are still asking you to do your damn job as a servant, there, angry Mango, and kill shit. Twirling his wicked knives, Avenger's lips curl into a genuine smile of delight. He just needs to kill. It doesn't matter if they're human or animals. They're all beasts in the end. I glare at my servant.
ああ、間違い間違い。人間は殺しません。やるのはマスターと怪物たちだけにするから、そう怖い顔しないでください。
Don't worry about it, Dawson. I love Rin too. And I'm I'm a girl, so I'm allowed to love Rin too. I mean, she's not my favoritist in the whole series, but everyone loves Rin. She's great. Personally, though, I prefer Sakura to Rin. But that's just my opinion. I think Sakura needs all the love she can get. He disappears into the building, making his crude jokes all the while.
最低ですね。あれは何を言ってもあのままだ。
I sigh and leave the rooftop. Above me, the moon is ominous. Below me, the city resembles the ocean abyss. I feel loathing and suspicion for the servant fighting with me. Sakura did got the boba. She got hers and Rin's boba. The variable just keeps pulling. The variables just keep piling up in this Holy Grail war. Regardless, the servant feels slightly friendlier than yesterday. He was gazing out at the city. When I saw his indifferent expression, I couldn't help but think that he was incorrigibly evil, and yet contradictory. I also felt that he loved the world and the people in it. Okay, I guess we are headed to the shed because we have something new now. Alright, let's go talk to Ilya. Wait, why is Ilya in the shed? What's she doing in there? In the yard of my house, there's a shed and dojo. I'm not sure if they were here before Kiritsugu moved in, or if he built them after he acquired the property. In any case, whoever built them had bold taste. Dojo aside, the shed, it feels like it was meant to be a brewery or pawn shop.
作り酒屋質屋
I turn to the sudden voice and see Ilya looking puzzled.
質屋っていうのはルファンドハウスのことよね
Melusine is your third favorite? I got it. Yeah, I really like Melusine. She's great. Who else? Let's see. I really like Ereshkigal and King Protea. They're really cool too. I really like those two. I really enjoyed Ereshkigal in the Absolute Demonic Front Babylonia. Again, we have to give poor Ereshkigal some love. Sexy dragon waifu? Absolutely, Melusine is sexy dragon waifu. Yeah, I've never been to one. I've heard there's a well-known one in one of the back alleys of the shopping district, though.
知ってるわ。遠坂のお嬢さんが愛用してるって魚屋の店員が言ってたもの。
What? Tosaka goes to a pawn shop? Don't tell me she's been pinching pennies so hard she's also resorted to pawning off family jewels.
そっちの方じゃないわ、シロ。
You like short girls
リンの
too?
狙いは七流れの宝石なんでしょうね。流儀に反するけど、魔術の用途によっては前の持ち主が手放した古い宝石の方が効果があるし。
I have to admit, when it comes to girls, I like them tall. Sorry, it's just the way it is. Like going to the shrine when the spiritual energy is strongest.
ご想像にお任せするわ。どうせなら非業の死を遂げた貴婦人の持ち物とか最高だけど。
Yes, Melusine is short and cute and adorable and all good things. That does sound terrifying. But I see. I sometimes wonder where Tosaka got all those precious gems from. She even uses pawn shops, huh? I might end up there sometime too.
ねえねえ、ところでシロ、作り酒屋って何？
It's a place where they make alcohol, poor little Ilya. It's a place where they make alcohol. Huh? Oh, the thing you make sake in. A manufacturer of alcohol.
なるほど。バインケラーライやブレンネライのことね。この国で
Sure.
はライスアルコホールを作ってるんだよね。
Ilya must be talking about Nihonshu or sake. It's also, as it's often called abroad. Excuse me. Rice alcohol sounds like picking rice in shochu, like when you make plum liquor. There's shochu too, not just refined rice wine.
蔵ってやっぱりそういうことに使うのね。
Ilya sounds oddly impressed. She does own a castle, maybe the Einsburn house. Hey, do you have a wine cellar or brewery in your castle, Ilya?
こっちのお城？
Wait, which castle are you talking about? Harsh, man. This is the problem when talking to mega rich people.
こっちのお城は別荘だから地下にワインケラー、つまりはワインセラーがあるだけね。それも全然使ってないけど。
What about the one in your country?
あそこはワインが作れるような気候じゃないから。でも蒸留所はあったわ。
You make whiskey or something?
オードービーって意味なら正解かな。
Oh, divine.
魔
Okay.
術用の素材は自前で調達するからアルコール類はどれだけあっても足りないんだし。
So it's a factory for experimental reagents. Ilya is very cute. Researchers would need a lot of chemicals to preserve specimens, among other things.
シロの蔵もお酒には関係ないわよね。
No. Even if I made it, I don't really drink alcohol. It's just for storage now.
シロの工房なんだよね。ねえ、お兄ちゃん。
Yes, it is his workshop. Nah. I'm startled by the unexpected change in the way she addresses me. And with that smile, too, she could convince me to do anything with that.
お兄ちゃんの土蔵、お邪魔していいかな。
Sure, it isn't anything interesting, though.
いいのいいの。もうちょっとシローの工房を観察したかったからね。
Then go ahead. It's a little dusty. Is one happy, Ilya? Her joy is infectious. I'm glad to see someone else like my workshop, no matter how shoddy it is. Ilya runs inside. She stares at the piles of junk.
これシローが全部集めてきたのは？
Half of it's mine and half of it is Fujine's. The random stuff is all hers. It keeps growing every time I see it.
大河だったらそういう習性があってもおかしくなさそうよね。うんうん。
Yes. You'd love to carry her around? I don't know if she'd let you. Ilya starts rifling through the junk. There's a lot of dust, so I'm worried she'll get her clothes dirty. Ilya, I have gloves if you want to look through them.
大丈夫よ。これ何？シロー。
With a heave-ho, Ilya pulls out something round. It's a shikarin. Why would Fujine put this here? I don't even know what that is.
コンロの仲間？
Oh, it's a hot plate kind of deal. Okay. Yeah, you could burn charcoal inside, then cover it with a grill and cook on that. I don't own any charcoal, though. She was probably thinking we could grill some squid on it. Well, it isn't broken, so we could use it at any time. And it's fall right now. Pacific Surrey might be a better idea than squid.
いろいろある。
Ilya puts down and resumes exploring the shed. A hot water bottle, the heater portion of a kotatsu, a vacuum cleaner nozzle. Even I'm impressed with the sheer variety of random junk. I would assume that yeah, she'd have to really let you. She'd have to really trust you before she'd let you carry you or her. I think that's because the only person I've ever in any Fate material, the only one I've ever seen carrying Ilya is Herc.
これ全部直して使うの？
Not necessarily, but I want to try to repurpose as much as possible.
それにしてもこれがシローの工房なのね。
Ilya walks around examining everything. Complicated emotions flash across her face. At times she seems dissatisfied. Other times she looks as if she wants to complain, but then becomes emotional.
なんだろうこの感じ。全然似てないのにすごく似てる。これってもしかして。
Ilya, did you find something odd?
知らないけど。
Oh wait, yes, my bad. There, in all of Fate, I've seen two people carry Ilya. Kiritsugu and Heracles. Those are the only two people I've ever seen Ilya depicted being carried by. So, yeah, her dad and her servant. That is about it.
ねえシロー、ここって何かあった？以前大きな魔術
You
を
could
使っ
say
た
some
と
big
か。
magecraft took place here. I've practiced strengthening here, but I've never done anything big other than summon Saber. If I had to say, oh right, I think this is where Saber first showed up.
セイバーの召喚場所だったんだ。なるほどね。確かにここでならセイバーを呼び出せるわ。召喚陣を刻んでから立てたのか、それとも人目につかないここを選んだのか。もう前回の召喚者しか知らないことでしょうけど。
In the Fourth Holy Grail War, Iversfield put a magic circle on the floor of the shed, so Ilias sighs and mumbles in a quiet voice.
そんな昔話はどうでもいいわ。
Oh, it was only like 10 years ago.
それより採点だけど、10点ってところかな。
Ouch, 10 out of 100.
いろい
Harsh.
ろ面白かったけど、攻防はもっとしっかりしなきゃダメよ。これじゃまるっきり物置きじゃない。
I know, it's just an old habit. But I think I've always thought training room and storage just go together.
やっぱり白は白ね。
Yeah, that is a Shiro answer, actually.
私が一肌脱がなきゃいけないのかしら。
Wait, you mean to renovate it?
そうよ。いろいろ物は運ぶけど、すぐに私の部屋くらいにはできるわ。
Ilya sounds confident that she's moving into the shed, but her bedroom would mean... that bedroom?
セラとリズを呼んで、ここを片付けて、内装を変えて、そうね、3日もあれば。
Notice how she didn't ask? She's just doing it? Hold on, if we make this place like your castle, I won't be able to relax. It would be surreal to have the inside of the shed become all European in the middle of a traditional Japanese mansion. Imagining opening up the shed door and being greeted with carpeting.
もちろんその辺は配慮するわよ。とにかく。
Yes, ma'am. I reflexively bow my head at her lecturing tone.
シローも一人前になりたいと思ったら、まずその辺の形から整えるのも重要なの。工房魔術師の基
She
礎なん
wants
だ
to
か
be a
ら。
full-fledged mage, though. I'm very sorry. I'll take that to heart.
それもこれも、リンの仕込みが悪いの
Has
よ。
not a whole lot, to be honest.
遠さか放任主義というか、自主性を尊重しすぎというか。
Ilya is unhappy with what she sees as Tosaka's negligence. It's true that she's my current mentor, but... No, I don't think that has anything to do with...
ないわけないわよ。師匠は弟子の工房の作成の監視をしないと、どんな邪道に迷うか分かったものじゃないのに。ふーん。
I have a strange hunch about all this.
そうね。やっぱりシローは私が見てあげないと。リンなんかにお兄ちゃんは任せられないし。
She's wearing a broad, smug, impish grin. Her red eyes start creeping towards me. Oh god, damn it! Shiro, you were supposed to not look her in the eyes. Come on, man, you know better than that. A strong, musty scent fills the dark shed. Steadily, a mirage begins to infiltrate my brain. See, this is what happens when you look Ilya in the eyes. You know better, dude. I'm like a moth drawn to a flame. I could move whatever part of my body I want, but I feel tense, like lifting even a finger will cause something big to fall apart.
ねえ、シロー。 シロは私がちゃんと面倒を見て立派に育ててあげる。
Same height or shorter? I don't mind it. I don't mind it if a girl's a little taller than me. If the other girl's a little taller than me, I don't mind. I prefer if the guy I'm dating to be taller than me. That's just I have a tendency not to like guys that are shorter than me. Wait, Ilya, calm down. You're...
お兄ちゃんこそちゃんと落ち着いて考えなきゃ。ほら。
Ilya's eyes and lips drift closer. She's sitting on my lap, feeling as light as a feather.
シロ、お兄ちゃんは私のこと嫌い？
No, I just...
好きなら大切な私のものにしてあげる。セイバーのことも他の誰のことも考えられなくなるくらい
God
極上
damn
の
it.
デザートにしてあげる。
Oh, for frig's sakes, Ilya. Ah! Suddenly the fog lifts from my mind. Maybe I'm stronger the second time, but the experience of my first failure turns the tables. Hey, you're soft, Ilya. The same trick won't work on me again.
ね、シロって
I regain the freedom bound by those crimson eyes. Now it's my turn to ask you if you like me. Will you become mine? Got you, you're wide open. I pick up Ilya in my arms.
何するのシロ。
See, Dossie, here's your answer to picking up Ilya. Right here. I'm teaching a naughty girl a lesson for playing with other people like a cat does.
いたずら娘じゃないし、猫なんかじゃないもん。それにレディを担ぎ上げないでよ。
Lady. She pounds her fists on my back, but I don't care. I almost fell for that, but this reminds me that Ilya really is just a child. An 18-year-old child, maybe. Yeah, try that again in 10 years.
そんなの遅すぎ。だいたい10年も経ったらお兄ちゃんの方がイリアのものになりたくてたまらないようになってるんだから。
Yeah, I might be in trouble if you try this again 10 years from now.
見てなさいよシロ。ディはおろか、サクラなんか目じゃないほどムチムチのパツンパツンになるんだから。
I'll be all plump and bouncy. Oh my god. That would make me a little sad. I wanted Ilya to remain a pure, innocent princess. Wait, what the heck am I mumbling?
離せ！おらせ！シロのバカ！
I appreciate the compliment. Okay, let's have tea. We have some Dorokaya from Domia too.
本当？ってそんなことじゃ懐柔されないんだから。シロのバカバカバカ！
Dumb dummy. Ilya is so much fun. Oh man. Oh god. Oh, do we talk to Saba? Or I just want to check something real quick. Oh boy, so we've got some... So there's a new thing over at the docks, over at the harbor there, and then we've got a couple of things. Oh boy, who should we talk to? Saber, Sakura, or Lancer over at the harbor? So whichever one we pick, it'll probably be the last conversation of the stream, because I have some other things I have to attend to this evening, so... Sakura? Alright. Here we go. Oh, she's so happy we're talking to her. Did you see that? She got really happy. I hear Sakura's voice as I'm resting in my room. Come in, I answer. Sakura peeks inside. Huh? Did I forget to hang up the laundry?
いえ、そうじゃないんですけど、今日の晩ご飯どうします？
Oh, is it that time already? I jumped to my feet. We have to feed a lot of people on the weekend, so we'd better start prepping or we won't have enough time. Was it your turn to make dinner today?
はい。何か希望があれば、でもセイバーさんとか藤村先生の希望も聞かないといけませんね。
Okay, I'll help. I was starting to feel too lazy just sitting around anyway. It would be more worthwhile to spend my time helping Sakura. Smash or pass, Sakura? Smash. Definitely smash, Sakura. Definitely smash.
でも先輩はお休み中じゃ。
I got plenty of rest. Well, you're good enough that you don't need any help anymore, so I might not have anything to do.
そんなことないです。まだ先輩から免許改伝は受けていませんから。
Glad to hear that. Well, let's have a good time cooking.
先輩、その笑顔は反則です。なんでもないです。はい。じゃあ遠慮なくお手伝いしてください、先輩。あれ？この段ボール。
Sakura noticed something and stops. Oh, the autumn fruit that Fujine brought over. There's 2 boxes of persimmons inside. We'll have to eat them all together again.
藤村先生のお裾分けですか？ありがたいですね。
Yes, they were a gift from Fujine.
たくさんありますね。これで全部ですか？
I really freaking hope it's all of them. Apparently she has even more at home.
リンゴだったらパイにしたりすれば結構早く使えるんですけどね。柿はどうしましょ
You're
うか？
right? What are you supposed to do with like 2 cases of friggin' persimmons? I might as well... I start to pull the persimmons out of the box. They're big enough, so it should be okay. Sakura, let me use these to cook today.
これって柿はですか？
Yeah, they're just as versatile as apples, so you can use them in salads for one. So we'll use these today. It's my first time trying it, but it is about time I explore new menus. I pray to the gods of cooking for guidance. A lot of things that YouTube will get very mad at me if I cover is what happened to Sakura in that damn Mato family.
面白そうですね、先輩。
The Yub-Tubs will get very angry at me if I detail what happened to her in that family. Pick a bunch of the firm ones to cook with, and we'll save the other softer ones for dessert.
わかりました。
Sakura uses her skirt as a basket to hold the persimmons. It's such a feminine gesture. I'm slightly jealous of the persimmons that get to lie in her skirt like that. Yes, like the freaking worm pit. Frickin' Zoken is an absolutely despicable. I don't even think I can call him a human being. He's that
どん
despicable.
なメニューにするんですか？
He is a 10 out of 10 world-class shit stain. Sakura asks me as she begins to wash the rice. I suggest using the persimmons, but now I'm just standing there with my arms folded in front of a mountain of fruit on the cutting board. Now that I think about it, there aren't as many persimmon recipes as I'd hoped.
まずサラダにします？大根ありましたよね。
If we have daikon and persimmons, we could make namasu, but it's not good to decide on the side dish first. I stare at the persimmons, but no ideas come to mind. I give up and root around in the refrigerator for any useful ingredients. When I'm standing in front of a bunch of different ingredients, I start to match them up in my head. This and this. Oh, we could use this too.
ベーコンですか？あ、炭焼きにするんですか？アスパラガスやジャガイモみたいに。
I mean, one could wrap persimmons in bacon and fry them, I guess? I'm impressed that Sakura immediately knew what I was thinking, but she didn't pick up on the dumpling wrappers and cheese. We'll wrap and deep fry these. Fry the persimmons together with evenly cut cheese using dumpling wrappers.
なるほど。味付けはお塩だけですか？
I see, are we seasoning with only salt? Oh, that's what she said. Never mind. Wow. Yeah. They both have their own sweetness, so I don't want to smother that with the soy sauce. Still, they're both quite simple dishes. Neither of them can really count as a main dish.
すごいですね、先輩。私はちょっと思いつきませんでした。じゃあ、今晩の献立は
Persimmon salad or vegetable mix, fried persimmon dumplings, persimmons wrapped in bacon. It's a lot of friggin' persimmons. Yeah, you don't mind them tall, but you don't mind them shorter? But you prefer shorter or same height? Well, each their own. Sakura seems to find it lacking. I know what she's thinking. Our dinner table doesn't feel quite complete.
お味噌汁に柿は入れられませんし。あ、ご飯はもしかして柿の混ぜ寿司にしますか？
That could work, but we're still missing the main course. So I have a task for you, Chef Mato. I raise my voice to a professor-like timbre, and Sakura suddenly stands up straight.
はい、なんでしょう、エミヤチーフ。
Good response, thanks. So tonight's menu concept is... We're going to be selfish.
はい、コンセプトなわけですね。
Chef Mato stares at me eagerly. And I've been thinking about letting you develop the main course.
ええ、考えているんですね。
Sakura is astonished to have such big responsibility.
それは、こ ごめんなさい先輩。私アイディアがないというか。
You've got enough work. You've got enough to work with, actually. Here's a hint. We're going to be selfish.
もしかして。
Sakura seems to have some idea. She quickly pulls a pack of seafood out of the refrigerator. That's right. What I meant was...
カッキーですか？
Shellfish. We're gonna be shellfish. That's right, oysters. Call me selfish coming up with such low-hanging fruit jokes. But it is a shellfish after all.
なるほど。
Yes. We're doing very bad shellfish jokes.
少々下手かなと思わないところはありませんが、それでこそ私の先生です。
My pupil has learned to zing me back. Let's get back on topic. Did you buy these oysters in the fridge? Wait. That question makes zero sense.
はい。本当は殻付きの生がいいんですけど。
Fresh ones ought to be eaten up with just lemon. Huh, I guess we can't afford to do that this time. So how are we going to cook these? Fried?
あ、私グラタンにしようと思ってたんです。フライもあるといいですよね。
Good, now our dinner concept has proper variety. My top 3 visual novels? Well, I'm gonna have to go with, Stay Night, Tsukihime, and, Fate, Tsukihime, well, Stay Night, Tsukihime, and I guess Garden of Sinners. That is pretty sure I read that one a long time ago. I had to find a translation for it, which was kind of a nightmare.
そうすると先輩の方が仕事多くないですか？
As I don't speak Japanese, like, at all. I wish I did, though. You have to make it with white sauce, so there's plenty of work to go around. It's also easier if just one person controls the heat. We effectively divide up the task and get to work. When there's multiple people in the kitchen, we have to think about who uses the oven in what order. Cooking with even 2 people isn't easy. Tsukihime's your number 1, Danganronpa number 2, and Umineko number 3 for favorite visual novels. I have not read Umineko, actually. Maybe I should read that one.
じゃあ始めましょう、先輩。
Pretty sure I haven't read Umineko. First, to peel the persimmons. Oh, they have seeds, so make sure you cut them out in the right direction.
はい、頑張ります。
Umineko is very good. Awesome. I'll have to read it at some point when I have some extra time, which could be a little while. I don't have a lot of free time at the moment these days. Too much shit going on. But I think this is a good place to call the stream for today. We actually accomplished quite a bit. Bizette and Angramanyu have a bit of a better understanding of their situation and each other. We know that things have definitely gone haywire, and we're still in the process of figuring it out, but we'll get there. Umineko could be the next visual. Is Umineko on Steam? I'll have to check that out. But yeah, it definitely could be the next one I play. I know I'm getting close to the end of uh, my solo challenge in Fatal Bullet. And it won't take me probably too much longer for Gundam Breaker 4 either. So yeah, I mean, Umineko could very much end up on a list. Okay, so it is on Steam. I'll have to look into how much it is and all that. But yeah, it'll definitely end up on the to playlist. I'll probably end up doing it on the channel. We'll see when that happens to be. But yeah, so next week we'll have another episode of Gundam Breaker 4. Oh, it's cheap too, is it? That's always a bonus when things are inexpensive. So yeah, next week we'll have some more Gundam Breaker 4 on Tuesday, and probably some more of my Star Rail journey on Friday. Somewhere in there next week, we'll have our next live stream of Hollow Ataraxia. So be watching for the announcement on when that'll be. All right, guys, thank you for joining me in the stream today. I really appreciate everybody that stopped in and came by. Thanks again for chatting with me, Dawson. Always a good time. We'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye for meow.